Hi, this is Chris with Stupid Raisins, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to export video in Final Cut Pro 10. You'll learn to be an expert exporter who expertly exports. I'm going to share with you the multiple ways that you can export projects in Final Cut Pro 10. Differences in codecs, formats, destinations, and lastly, I'm going to show you ways to customize those destinations. That way it speeds up your workflow in the future. Let's go check it out. All right, we are in our timeline in Final Cut Pro. We're going to look at a couple ways to export our project. The first is if we go to File, Share, it gives us a few options here. There's even a shortcut, Command E, so we can export to a DVD, export a file, the best settings for Apple devices at 720p, 1080p, 4K. This is fairly new. YouTube and Facebook, the best file for social media. So let's just bring up the main screen for just a standard export. You can change the title, the description, and also create a bunch of tags. All right, and then you've got the video dimensions, you got the resolution here, you've got the frame rate, audio configuration, sample rate, duration, type of file, and the estimated file size. All right, so here on info, we're gonna go into settings. And here in this tab, you'll find that there's a bunch of different options here. First one I'm gonna look at is video and audio. This is best if you want to master it and have a file you wanna keep with you stored for a long time. You can also choose the codec. So with the video codec, Apple ProRes 422, that is the editing sweet spot. That's what Apple has created in order to make editing very smooth. Apple ProRes 422 is also great for archiving your footage. And you'll notice the difference in file size here. Right now it's estimated 169, and H.264 brings it down to 26.3. So for standard practices, there's not a huge need to make that file size larger. The compression does a pretty great job of maintaining quality. But if you are looking for a higher quality, you can dive into some of those and count pixels and all that good stuff. If you're uploading to YouTube all the time, you don't want that to be a huge file size. It's going to slow down your workflow and also cause some problems with YouTube's compression. So M4V, this is basically the Apple iTunes copyright protected video format. So any movie that you get off the Apple iTunes store is going to have this designation, this format. I'm assuming you want your work to get out there, to be widespread, and to be easily accessible from any computer. So let's hit computer here. This is going to create an MP4. And this is where you can change, you can have it do a faster encode, but I prefer to do better quality. You can adjust your resolution here, but it does have a nice, healthy video size that's not too crazy to work with. That way it doesn't fill up your hard drive or cause issues when you try to upload. So there's another option in here where you can export audio only. So let's say you have a video that you want to reuse that track for a different video, and in order to extract it, instead of having to drop the whole video file in your timeline, you can drop that video in a new timeline, extract the audio only, and bring that new file into the other project. So let's say your workflow involves another person. Like me, I've sent my audio to other audio editors in order to get some really great quality out of some voiceovers. So I'd grab, whatever file they're wanting, whether it's an MP3 or WAV, and I'll save that, send it to them, and it's as long as they keep the original timing and export it just as it came in, I'll be able to drop that into my timeline with their edits. Let's say you have a clip in here and you want to have this for either a thumbnail, or you just want to share a screenshot with your friend like, hey, look at this goofy smile you had during that dance move. You can click up here to the share, and we're going to add a destination. And you can see this one here, save current frame. We're going to drag that over. Let's default that to JPEG, more popular format. And now we have a new option to save current frame. Funny dance face. We're just going to export that.
Save it there in Documents. And here we are. We got ourselves a JPEG.
If you're finding this helpful so far, just know we release new content all the time to help with your Final Cut Pro projects. Expert exporters, now is your chance to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell to get notified when we release our next video.
All right, so let's say we want to export a DVD. Now keep in mind, DVD is not high quality. So what you put out there is going to be a big dip in quality here. You see it's only down here at 720. The resolution is 720 by 480. The resolution is very low. So in here in the settings, you've got your output device. So you want to select this to be your DVD-ROM drive. Mine currently isn't getting recognized. But then you can choose single layer, double layer. This depends on the type of DVD you've inserted into the drive. And we can build a file. And then we got a couple different templates. So let's say you're just going for simple. You just want a black template here. We can title it Dance. Name the volume Dance. When the disc loads, do you want it to play the movie? Do you want it to show menu? Do you want it to loop? Do you want to use the chapter markers as subtitles? Do you want to add a background image? Now we did create this fun image, so we can do that. But then we can click next. It's going to find a spot to save to. And it's going to start its process. So it's sharing. It's going to take a moment. It's going to create that file. So here in the documents, you'll see we got our other versions here, and the Dance DVD image is ready to go. All right, we're going to select our project here. Go into our inspector window, and you want to be in this Share Inspector folder here. And you'll see that all the actions we've taken with this project. One, we just a moment ago, burned this DVD. And a few moments before that, we exported a couple different files. So with all these files here, we can click on these arrows and actually find where they are. It'll take us right to it. So if you found that I exported a file, where is it? This is a place that you can go to find those files nice and quick and easy. All right, it's time to improve workflow. We're gonna go up to the Share menu, Add Destination. So we're going to create some custom destinations. Let's just say it's for archive. You want the highest quality. So we're going to go to video and audio, same as source, or we can just choose Apple ProRes 422. And we always want it to save. We can also add another one. Let's say we want to add a different type of file. So we want, okay, PNG image. We can come in here, name this PNG. So now we have a shortcut. If we come back in here and we want to just take this PNG, we can do Dance PNG, and boom, we are saving that and we're done. Now something else you can do is you can take a bunch of different projects. Let's say we want all of these and we want to share them all. While we have them highlighted, we can choose Export here. And there we go. We got a couple different tutorials ready to go. They're all 1080p. They all should be 24 frames. And we can come in here and let's say we want them all to be MP4 files and just be ready to go on YouTube. We just get all our settings ready, share it to that file. We've got those progress bars for all 3 of those files. Now you can still work while these are going. It's nice to kind of let your machine breathe and do its thing. All right, so what we're gonna do next is create a bundle. Let's say you often upload to YouTube and you have the same types of files that you need every time. Let's go ahead and create a bundle. We'll drag this over. We'll call it YouTube Bundle. Click that arrow down. Now what we can do is we can take some of these, we want better quality, yep. We can copy these. Let's click on duplicate, bring it down into there. So let's say there's a frame in here that you want to use for your thumbnail. We can duplicate this, move that down as well. You can even change this to say thumbnail and YouTube. So we can add one of these and make this say the archive version, where we'll put the video and audio at the best quality. That way we have something that's backed up. So we have a YouTube video, a thumbnail, and the archive. We can also do, let's go ahead and just do one more, and that's gonna be our audio file. And we'll come in here and do audio only, have it export in an MP3. Now we've created a package, a bundle that you can quickly use to create videos in the future. So let's say we want to just create this here and we want big smile. All right. So let's say we want that to be our thumbnail. We'll put our cursor over that, come up here, YouTube bundle. You can actually scroll through all the settings if you wanted to modify anything slightly. Let's just change this to dance. All right, and save it here. You see all those are sharing. Boop-a-da-boo. And you see we got these notifications popping in saying that everything has been shared, and we can click here, show, and that brings it up here. We've got the dance movie file, dance 4, dance 2, dance 1, the MP3, and also the JPEG. We can open that up, and then we can edit that for our thumbnail, or we can just use, that's a pretty great thumbnail. We could just use that for our thumbnail on YouTube. So that's just a way that we can improve our workflow with our exporting.
Whoa! Now that you've learned how to export a project in Final Cut Pro, I've made another video about how to draw lines in Final Cut Pro. Click here to check it out.